Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eli and Lonnie return, Holly wakes up, Clyde's next order, Steve confesses Days of Our Lives are in. Holly Jonas eventually wakes up from her coma. Days of Our Lives highlights Eli Grant and Lonnie Price Grant come back to Salem. Ava Vitale gets an update about Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin. Meanwhile, Steve Johnson eventually tells the verity to Constantine Miliones. Days of Our Lives Holly Jonas wakes up. DOL reveal that Holly returned to Salem but was still in a coma. That will eventually end in the forthcoming week. Days of Our Lives week of February 26th. Eli and Lonnie return, Holly wakes up, Clyde's next order, Steve confesses while Holly's loved bones. We'll rejoice over Holly's recovery, she wouldn't understand why she was in a coma to begin with. Not wanting Holly to have a reversal, Nicole Walker DiMera and EJ DiMera are reluctant to drop the medicine stunner. Unfortunately, Holly's memory loss is bad news for Tate Black. Tate was counting on Holly clearing his name. DOL Eli Grant and Lonnie Price Grant returned during the Eli and Lonnie will eventually come back. Unfortunately, the reason for the Lonnie return is bittersweet. Eli and Lonnie come back to help support Paulina Price after her cancer surgery and heart attack. Days of Our Lives Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin's hostage situation. Days of Our Lives reveal that Trip and Wendy will still be kept interned. While in the hostage situation, Wendy has a fear attack. How will Trip handle Wendy's fear attack? Under normal circumstances, Trip would stay calm and help Wendy through it. While in prison, Trip could snap. Plus, Ava and Stefan DiMera get some information about the hijacking. Trip and Wendy will probably be saved. Then's what suckers really suppose about Lonnie and Eli's return. Days of Our Lives say that Lonnie and Eli are back in Salem, and of course, suckers sure do have a lot to say about the matter. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Days of Our Lives then's what suckers really suppose about Lonnie and Eli's return. According to the rearmost edition of soap opera Spy, Lamont Archie and Sal Stowers are reprising their places as Eli and Lonnie. The popular Brace are reprising their places as Eli and Lonnie. They will be back as Presto as the February 26th occasion to see a veritably sick Paulina. It's been relatively some time since we've last seen them on the oil. Of course, numerous suckers did take to social media to weigh in on the matter. Some of them reflected with, "I like them both, hate that they took Lonnie from Abe." However, there should be numerous further Hortons in city. I would love if Scotty returned, especially for Doug's ineluctable burial as well as Doug's son. He should come back to learn about his biopater. Hope better return, song with, love that they're back, but Paulina's heart attack enough much happed all off camera. History: she started having some kind of medical issue after her surgery, and also moment Marlena blazoned to Roman and Kate that she had a heart attack. Days of Our Lives spoilers: what's next for Lonnie and Eli? Another addict wrote, "Wow'd be nice if they were back full time." The show news them, however, I'll not be pleased if this is another redundancy. For Lonnie, it's about freaking time they let her out of captivity. I wouldn't mind that, especially since Days refuses to bring them back full-time, but I heard Lamont was on a primetime show. Days of Our Lives airs on the Peacock streaming service. Suckers will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will be next. Tell us, what do you suppose of this story? Drop us a line in our commentary section below with your studies. Also, watch this space as we've a feeling there's so much further juicy drama to come. Also, don't forget to come back right then for all the rearmost news and gossip about all of your favorite British royals, Hollywood actors, and reality TV stars. We've got you covered. The winds of change bring forth a shocking disclosure as addict pets Eli and Lonnie make a triumphant return to the city that witnessed their tumultuous love story. As they step onto familiar grounds, whispers of the history and the innumerous reasons behind their unforeseen departure resurface, transferring ripples through the tightly knit community. Salem, a city steeped in history and riddle, braces itself for the impact of their return, ignorant that a waterfall of shocks is about to unfold. In a twist that no bone saw coming, Holly, the youthful and innocent son of Nicole and Eric, miraculously wakes up from a putatively endless slumber. The city is aboil with unbelief and joy as the news of Holly's reanimation spreads like campfire. Questions loiter in the air about the circumstances girding her mysterious coma, and Salem is left in suspension, wondering if this miraculous event carries unlooked-for consequences. Meanwhile, the notorious Clyde, a shadowy figure with a partiality for chaos, issues his coming order that sends shockwaves through the felonious underbelly of Salem. As he tightens his grip on the city's felonious conditioning, his docket becomes clear, leaving the residers in a state of apprehension. The return of Eli and Lonnie only adds to the complexity of Clyde's plots, leaving everyone to wonder if their reappearance is connected to his portentous plans. Amidst the chaos, a stunner drops as the cherished Steve, a stalwart of the Salem community, confesses to a long-buried secret that threatens to shatter the lives of those around him. The weight of his disclosure hangs heavy in the air as Salem grapples with the consequences of Steve's honesty. Connections are strained, alliances tested, and the city inclusively braces for the foreshocks of this shocking disclosure. The shocking paragraph unfolds with Eli and Lonnie's return, a homecoming that sparks both joy and alarm among Salem's denizens. As the couple navigates the complex shade of their history, the city is left in suspension, wondering what mystifications and secrets their return will disinter. The dynamic Braces reunion is just the morning of the storm that's about to gulf Salem. Holly's awakening becomes the emotional centerpiece of this shocking paragraph, edging in a sense of wonder and unbelief into the narrative. The city rejoices in the phenomenon of her reanimation, yet underpinning questions loiter about the circumstances leading to her coma. As Holly adjusts to a world that has moved on without her, Salem is left to consider the supernatural forces at play and the implicit ramifications of her return from the point of death. Clyde's coming order emerges as a dark pall over Salem, casting a pall of query and fear. His portentous directive adds an element of peril and unpredictability to the city's formerly tumultuous atmosphere. The return of Eli and Lonnie, intertwined with Clyde's minatory plans, sets the stage for a collision of once and present that will review Salem's felonious geography. In a shocking concession, Steve unveils a secret that sends shockwaves through the community. The fallout of his disclosure is immediate, as connections unravel and the fabric of trust is stretched to its limits. Salem becomes a gauntlet of feelings, with Steve's honesty forcing the city to defy uncomfortable trueness and grapple with the consequences of his long-kept secret. As the shocking paragraph reaches its meridian, Salem stands on the cliff of Boulevard Simon. Eli and Lonnie's return, Holly's awakening, Clyde's portentous order, and Steve's concession meet to produce a perfect storm of drama, suspension, and emotional intensity. The residers of Salem are left to navigate the fate of these exposures, uncertain of the challenges that lie ahead and bracing for the impact of the shockwaves that ripple through their lives. The expectation girding Lonnie and Eli's return to Salem has reached a fever pitch, and suckers are buzzing with excitement, propositions, and feelings. Social media platforms are ablaze with conversations, and devoted followers of the cleaner pieces are participating their undressed studies on this unanticipated homecoming. For numerous suckers, the return of Lonnie and Eli is a cause for festivity. The on-screen chemistry between Sal Stowers and Lamont Archie has been an addict fave, and observers are eager to see how the Braces' reappearance will impact the intricate web of connections in Salem. The unforeseen departure of Lonnie and Eli left a void that suckers have endured to see filled, and the prospect of their return has reignited the vehemence of pious observers. Still, not all responses are invariant, as a body of suckers expresses alarm and curiosity about the circumstances girding the characters' return. Enterprises about implicit stories, twists, and the undetermined issues from their former stint in Salem add an element of riddle to the conversations. Some suckers are cautious, questioning whether the pens will give a satisfying resolution to the untreated business left in the wake of Lonnie and Eli's departure.